Should we finish with this one now? Should we? You've already had a lolly! You've already had a fucking... There's another one just now before. There's another one coming now. What's it doing? People really like ice cream in your little house. What the fuck? Wait for a light. Face the sunshine. La 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 la. Looking. You gotta make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. Anyway, this week the Beatles released their first single for ages, despite one of them being dead. Here to discuss important things about Beatles being dead and records coming out. Here's our style, fashion and arts, music and, modern pop culture expert, Tilly Trotter. Beatles do a thing with the dead, ne? Queen have done a thing with the dead, ne? We'll be the next band to do a thing with the dead, ne? You know what I mean? Think about it.
I was instinctively drawn to the work of the Office of Deed Poll, whereby one changes one's name. My careers officer, Mr. Greaves, do you know him?
I know Mr. Greaves quite well, yes.
He said to me, what, are you interested in sort of local government generally?
And are you?
No, quite the contrary. I find it boring, but I am interested in the Office of Deed Poll, whereby one changes one's name.
And have you indeed changed your name?
No.
Why?
I'm not,
Your name is what exactly?
Yes.
No, your name is what exactly?
Yes, it's amusing.
No, your name is what exactly?
Thomas.
Thomas what?
Charles.
Exactly? Thomas Charles.
Kitteridge.
Thomas Charles Kitteridge.
Spondulic. But I mean, the point I was trying to make in my earlier discourse was
Thomas Charles Kitteridge Spondulic.
Eggs. But the point of
Thomas Charles Kitteridge Spondulic Eggs.
Screamy. But to reiterate the point...
Thomas Charles Kitteridge Spondulic Eggs Screamy.
Oh.
Oh.
Flam.
Thomas Charles Kitteridge Spondulic Egg. Oh, screamy. Oh, flam.
Drubbage. But the point I'd like to really reiterate about this is my careers master, Mr. Greaves. Do you know him?
I know Mr. Greaves.
Was interested in whether I was interested in the work of the civil service generally, and I had to make quite clear that no, it was the Office of Deed Poll, whereby one changes one's name, quite specifically that I was interested in.
You are one of the big names on that circuit, aren't you?
Could I just ask you a question, actually?
Oh, go on then.
Who on earth do you think you are?
Well, you know me quite well.
Maybe.
Yes?
And yet I've never known your name.
My name is my own business.
Great.
But since you asked...
Yes.
It is Terence...
Terence?
Crampwell.
Terence Crampwell.
Terence Crampwell A.
Terence Crampwell A.
Terence Crampwell A. Brick McCavish.
Terence Crampwell A. Brick McCavish.
Flies.
Terence Crampwell A. Brick McCavish flies.
Toodles.
Terence Crampwell A. Brick McCavish flies. Toodles.
Stream.
Terence Crampwell A. Brick McCavish flies. Toodles. Stream.
Flutter by hyphen curtains.
Terence. No, the point I was trying to make. The point I wish to reiterate, Harry, is when I envisage.
And my surname is Queer.
Oh shit. Yeah. It's much easier than Love Me Do, but I can't do it. If you'll laugh now, right? I can't stop it. No. Right, here we go. Right, ready? Shut up. I don't say a thing. Right. If there's anything that you want,
Okay, boys, is that good or what?
Fuck off!
The great thing about George Harrison, right?
Good night, shithead.
That is the good thing about George Harrison. Tell your anecdote about George Harrison, Rich.
We're going.
You have.
What fucking happened? Just.
Alright, not so much an anecdote, but the sort of behaviour that George Harrison indulged in when he was a member of the Beatles, sort of late 60s.
What?
Parking spaces, Evans.
Alright, no, that was after he left the Beatles.
Was
a
it?
lot of people say, well, after he left the Beatles, we know he did My Sweet Lord.
Yeah.
And then, much later, he came back and went, it's going to take time, a long time ago when we were fab. But a lot of people say, what was he doing, in the meantime, throughout these two periods? Well, basically, what he was doing was this. He was driving into town in his car to pick up the latest copy of What Hi-Fi magazine.
With Patty Boyd by his side.
With Patty Boyd in the car with him, you see. And what he was doing was he was parking in a prohibited parking space, reserved for buses or disabled parking only.
Yeah.
And he was being really casual and nonchalant about it. He was going like, I tell you what, we'll just, we'll only give me 10 minutes, we'll just sort of whip it in here. And Patty'd be going, oh, George, man, it's disabled. And he'd be going, oh, don't worry about it, man. I'm a Beatle. I was a Beatle. Come on, let's go. And then he'd buy his magazine, everything would be cool, and he'd be walking back, and suddenly he'd get really, really worried about it, and he'd start going, shit, come on, hurry up, woman. I bloody left the car, oh shit. Look, keep your eye out for any traffic warnings, otherwise I'm in the shit. Long time ago when we were fat.
And nobody knows why. That's a great thing.
That's just fucking stupid behaviour, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I think it just goes to prove that, with George Harrison, there is no good or bad. There is only cotton.
It's been a hard, long night, and I've been working through the hours. It's been a hard, long night. I should be sleeping like the flowers. And then I get in the nude, and I'm incredibly rude. Got to turn off.